I'm sitting here. We're going to do a week on your freedoms are slipping through your fingers, especially freedom of free speech. I was just sitting here looking at these two. Why is it that the press spent a week covering two phrases, two things that Rush Limbaugh did not say that had massive financial consequences to him? Yet they spent a week covering that. It was everywhere. Yet no one's really covering what this woman did say about this dirtbag. Why? Why is that? Is there no one in journalism that will stand up to these people? No one? Back in June, this woman, she's the White House Communications Director, Anita Dunn. She was a graduation speaker for the St. Andrew's Episcopal School in Potomac, Maryland. That's a high school. Her speech at the Washington National Cathedral, she said that her two favorite political philosophers are Chairman Mao and Mother Teresa. It, as you can imagine, outraged some parents. One of the parents has agreed to speak out to the program, but they asked us to distort the voice and to not show his face. You have to listen carefully. At the beginning, it's hard because we've distorted the voice so much. It is hard to understand at the beginning. Watch and take a look.
It's interesting. The cathedral, as you know, is a very echoey chamber. Organ sounds great in there, but human voices do not sound very good. And so I asked my wife, she mentioned Mao and Mother Teresa. I looked at her. My wife has much better hearing than I do. And I said, did I hear what I think I heard? And she said, yeah. And I said, what did she say exactly? I want to make sure I heard the wording correctly. And she described it to me sort of casually, paraphrasing it. But from that moment on, I thought, I'm going to listen as intently as I possibly can to the rest of what she says. And I instantly, what's the word? My heart kind of sunk, is really what it was. And it was that mixed emotion of, being really proud of my son, who's getting out of high school, and moving on to bigger and better things, and just wanting to enjoy that day to the max, with family and friends and all that. And then, but having this sunken heart feeling of, why did she go there? What's this about? And so I always interested in giving people the benefit of the doubt. So I started, maybe this is really separating, the method from the madness. And then I said, no, but what would you do? Would you say, those Nazis, gee, in 1944, they were making really attractive lampshades. No, you wouldn't go there, you just wouldn't do it. There was no irony. There was no sense of humor. It was a sober-minded speech. There was one tiny little bit of laughter, but I would describe that laughter as nervous laughter when she first used Mao and Mother Teresa in a sentence together. I hope they're not taking away any message at all that Mao had anything valuable to offer in the way our culture is run and the way our society behaves itself, because he was, after all, one of the 20th century's three greatest mass murderers. A lot of people have quoted Mao or used his name in reference to one thing or another. I've never heard anybody in this country say that he was, one of their most admired political philosophers. Never. There's an entirely different context there, and that's obscene. Mao would have preferred to silence the opposition by putting a bullet to the back of the head. There are more subtle ways to do it, and I think we're seeing it right now.